High above the world, the stars twinkled, they shone so bright. One little star named Twinkle loved to dance. Twinkle spun and twirled in the night sky. One night, Twinkle twirled too fast.
Whoopsie!
Twinkle tumbled down, down, down. Twinkle landed with a soft thud in a forest. Twinkle looked around. Everything was big and strange. The trees were tall and dark. The flowers smelled funny. Twinkle missed the sky. Twinkle wanted to go home. Twinkle felt lost and alone. The forest was big and scary. Twinkle started to cry.
What should I do? How can I go home?
Just then, a little squirrel scurried by. The squirrel stopped and looked at Twinkle.
Why are you crying?
I fell from the sky. I want to go home.
The squirrel twitched its nose.
I know someone who can help. Follow me.
The squirrel led Twinkle through the trees. They came to a big old oak tree.
This is where Hoot lives. Hoot is a wise owl. He knows everything.
The squirrel chattered loudly.
Hoot, Hoot, we need your help.
A moment later, a big owl peeked out of a hole in the tree.
Who's there?
It's me, Squeaky, and this is Twinkle. Twinkle fell from the sky and wants to go home.
Hoot looked down at Twinkle with big round eyes. The wise owl had seen many things in the forest, but a little star was a rare sight indeed.
Welcome to our forest, little star. We're delighted to have you here. This forest is a magical place, full of wonders and mysteries. It is a long way back to the sky. But do not worry, we will help you. Together, we can find a way to get you back where you belong.
Twinkle felt a little better. The warmth and kindness of the forest animals made her feel less alone. She knew she had friends who would support her. It was nice to have new friends. The forest was full of life, and each animal had its own story to tell. Twinkle listened eagerly, feeling a sense of belonging.
To find your way home, you need to find the moon. The moon is the guardian of the night sky and will show you the path. The moon will guide you. Its light is a beacon that will lead you back to your place among the stars.
The moon? But where is the moon? Twinkle asked, her voice filled with curiosity and a hint of worry.
Hoot shook his head. The wise owl knew that patience was key. The moon would appear when the time was right.
The moon only comes out at night. When the sky is dark and the stars are shining, the moon will rise to guide you. We will have to wait. But do not worry, little star. The night will come soon, and with it, the moon will light your way home.
Twinkle, Squeaky, and Hoot waited all day. The sun went down, the sky grew dark, the stars began to twinkle.
Look, cried Squeaky. The moon is out.
High above the trees, the moon shone brightly.
The moon will show you the way home, said Hoot, but it is a long and dangerous journey. You will need someone to light your way.
I can help, said a tiny voice. A little firefly blinked nearby. My name is Flicker, said the firefly. I will light the way.
Flicker flew up to Twinkle. Flicker's light was small, but it shone brightly.
Follow me, said Flicker.
And so Twinkle, Squeaky, and Flicker set off on their journey. Hoot watched from the tree.
Good luck, hooted Hoot. Be brave, little star.
Twinkle felt scared, but Twinkle was also excited. Twinkle was going home. Twinkle followed Flicker through the dark forest. Squeaky scampered beside them. The journey was long and hard. The night was dark, and the forest seemed endless. Every step they took was a challenge, but they were determined to make it home. The stars above twinkled like tiny beacons, offering a glimmer of hope in the vast darkness. Twinkle, Squeaky, and Flicker climbed over rocks. The terrain was rough and unforgiving, but they helped each other over every obstacle. Twinkle's nimble feet found the best paths, Squeaky's strength moved the heaviest stones, and Flicker's light showed the safest way. They swam across a stream. The water was cold and swift, but they held on to each other, making sure no one was left behind. The current tried to pull them apart, but their bond was stronger. They emerged on the other side, shivering but triumphant. They even had to hide from a grumpy badger. The badger's growls echoed through the forest, but they stayed perfectly still, holding their breath until it passed. It was a tense moment, but they knew they had to stay quiet to avoid danger. But through it all, they never gave up. Their spirits were high, and their determination unwavering. Every challenge they faced only made them stronger. They knew that as long as they stuck together, they could overcome anything. Flicker's light guided them through the darkness. The tiny firefly's glow was a beacon of hope, illuminating the path ahead. It was a small light, but in the vast darkness of the forest, it was enough to keep them moving forward. The moon shone brightly in the sky, leading them home. Its gentle light bathed the forest in a silvery glow, making the shadows less frightening. It was as if the moon itself was watching over them, guiding them on their journey. Finally, they reached the edge of the forest. The trees thinned out, and the dense canopy gave way to open sky. They could see the horizon, and it filled them with a renewed sense of hope and excitement. In front of them was a big, open field. The grass swayed gently in the night breeze, and the stars above seemed to dance in celebration. It was a beautiful sight, a stark contrast to the dark, dense forest they had just emerged from. And in the middle of the field was a ladder. It stood tall and mysterious, its presence both surprising and intriguing. They approached it cautiously, wondering what it could mean. A ladder made of starlight. It shimmered and glowed, each rung sparkling like a constellation. It was a magical sight, and they knew it was their way home. With hearts full of hope and wonder, they began to climb, leaving the forest behind and reaching for the stars.
"This is it," cried Squeaky. "The moment we've been waiting for. This is the way home. Look at how it glows, guiding us back."
Twinkle looked up at the ladder. It sparkled and shimmered, a beacon of hope in the vast night sky. Twinkle took a deep breath and started to climb. Each step felt like a leap of faith, but Twinkle was determined. Up, up, up climbed Twinkle, higher and higher. The stars seemed to whisper encouragement, twinkling brighter with each step, closer and closer to home. The journey was long, but Twinkle's heart was filled with hope and determination. At last, Twinkle reached the top. The view was breathtaking, a sea of stars stretching out in every direction. Twinkle was back in the sky. The stars welcomed Twinkle with open arms, their light shining even brighter. Twinkle looked down and saw Squeaky, Flicker, and Hoot waving. Their smiles were as bright as the stars.
Thank you, cried Twinkle. I couldn't have done it without you. Your support means the world to me.
Twinkle had learned that even when things are scary, you should never give up. The journey may be tough, but the reward is worth it. With courage, friendship, and a little bit of help, you can always find your way home. No matter how dark the night, the stars will always guide you. And so, Twinkle and friends celebrated under the starry sky, knowing that together, they could overcome any challenge. Twinkle knew that this was just the beginning of many more adventures. With friends by your side, anything is possible. As they walked hand in hand, Twinkle felt a sense of peace and joy. The night was filled with endless possibilities. The stars above seemed to dance in celebration, a reminder that with perseverance and friendship, dreams can come true. They sat around a campfire, sharing stories and dreams, knowing that their bond was unbreakable. Twinkle made a wish upon a star, a wish for more adventures and endless friendships. And with that, they walked into the horizon, ready for whatever the future held. The night was theirs, and so were the stars.